do the intro. So, welcome to Level Up TV with me, Disrepute, and l0wfly. ClanBase EuroCup 26. Semi-final stage now, Seto versus l0wfly. 2-0 to Seto in this best of 5 series. And at the moment, it looks like a repeat of last season's final on the way, unless l0wfly can really turn it around. This is going to be Seto's map pick though, so it's going to have to take something special, I think. Let's have a look at the lineups before we get going. Dimitri, Zyrinx, DDK, and Krissa. Looks like no changes there. And l0wfly, Funny Bee, Triple Sex, FRS, and Silencer. This is Limbus, of course. New map added for this season. And l0w, what are you thinking going into this one?
Excellent.
Thinking that maybe l0wfly needs some kind of miracle. They just haven't shown their best tonight. And 2-0 down. Limbus is Sito's map pick. Their own map pick with the opportunity to take this 3-0. You know, that is looking a likely proposition.
Well, let's see. Maybe they will get a bit too confident. Seto haven't dropped a map yet. Could this be the chance? Following Funny Bee off the start, getting that shotgun spawn below the red armor spawn point. And back up. Oh, he can save it here. He did for a split second before Krissa, of course, hit his rockets and got the frag. He decided to save that red for his teammate. I think he meant to miss that jump.
Maybe. Good idea to save it though. He's down to 19 health from the shotgun that hit him. Not a good idea to take a red armor in that case.
Yeah. Zyrinx and Krissa moving in here. They're of course aware of how early that first quad was on the Hidden Fortress. It was on 31 seconds, I think, into the map, and it's a fairly early one again. Picked up by Zyrinx on this occasion. He's run out of lightning gun ammo. Does have a shotgun. Whoa, that grenade almost connecting. Might
Needs to be careful.
Up
Yeah, they know he's there. They've seen him. They've seen the glow, if not him directly.
Yeah, he's playing this one careful. It's kind of map, I mean, there are difficult routes to get to that red room. Triple Sex eliminated though. And it comes to an end without really achieving too much there for Zyrinx.
Yeah, it's a quiet run, but it'd be interesting to see, you know, if he's kept it quiet because, you know, he wants to start running that route that he loves so much between the yellows, the mega, and the lightning gun.
Oh, he's leaving
Wow.
Krissa there. Interesting. Really thought he was going to get going there. Silencer with 100 armor to his name, railgun and plasma. Well, you've got to be careful on this map. I mean, if Krissa, as we saw it, was getting the mega, and we know Zyrinx likes that run, if they're both trying to do that, and they're missing out on the red control, that might not be the best strategy. I mean, it's debatable. I have no idea what would be the best strategy at the moment.
Don't need to be wary as well, but, you know, you've got someone like Silencer, you know, he's just going to be allowed to sit around railing. Once he gets going with that rail, the game could turn quite abruptly. Seto, you know, they can find themselves just being hit from all angles.
Yeah, he does have only one rail left to shoot. He's in 50% at the moment. If he wanted to hit a little bit more, especially from an unchallenged position.
Yeah, when you're not under pressure and you're just firing 3 rails with no shots coming your way, you know, a player like Silencer will want to hit more than 50 for sure.
Does take out Zyrinx, did a chunk of damage there before he went down, Zyrinx.
Really does need a rail as well when he's in this position. I mean, the rocket spam, you know, you can get lucky and hit some rockets, but rail is where you want to be.
He's backing off as quad's going to spawn for. He did actually grab the quad though, surprisingly. Well, it is eliminated straight away, so maybe his support could have come in useful there. But he kept position. We'll have to see if he can survive it. And now he goes down anyway, so I don't think it worked out very well at all for Silencer.
Didn't work out well for his team either. That's good pressure he's putting on. Still vulnerable though, and he does go down to the machine gun.
Rocket jumps up, Dimitri leaving their weapons for teammates despite taking the red armor. There is lightning gun.
See how quickly they vacated that area as well. I mean, I don't think they have much intention of staying around the red as a team, Seto. You know, they're far more interested in what the other side of the map has to offer.
Yeah, it's interesting, but Dimitri's in that position we saw Silencer in such a dangerous position, such a control route. Oh, that's nice frags from Silencev and FRS. Wow. Just
The
dived.
rocket from his teammate.
Yeah. Potentially costing the lives of both players there. Rather unfortunate circumstances. Funny Bee, he'll be in a good position to grab this next red, although he decides to dive down and look for a shot. Can do these nice little jumps on the light pillars. There's Silencev grabbing that. We're going to switch around to triple sec actually. Being aggressive over this Mega, he can save it out and grab it. He does grab it. So l0wfly had the red, they had the Mega, they're 8 frags behind, leading up to quad 30 seconds time.
Yeah, and that's what I need to do more of, because you could see the red was unpressured. You know, they'd won the fight over the red previously, and now's the opportunity to get pressure on the items that are more in Sito's control at the moment.
15 seconds to go till the quad. Triple Sex has Mega Health and a yellow. He's got a lightning gun and a rocket. He utilises pretty much everything he's stacked up on to get the frag there. They should come out on top on this one, and they get caught out. This team sort of was going to come in and help him, but again, Silencev retaining position over really moving in. They did frag the quad, so it worked out on that occasion.
Yeah, it worked out. Triple Sex was maybe a bit unfortunate on another day. He might have come out with the quad. He took a lot of damage in that first rocket kill he made defending it.
Despite what I'd say is it was a fairly good start for Seto, it's getting to the point where, I mean, it's not really, the difference doesn't really change. If anything, it's come in a little bit towards l0wfly, and Seto aren't looking in as good a position as they looked at the start when we saw them running multiple items.
No, but
the more they let Silence upset.
Yeah, they're not going to do that though. You know, they are looking to get in and put pressure on him. I mean, Dimitri was looking to work his way into that upper position, but you know, he's been sidetracked since. It's a good shot.
That's nice. 5th impressive as well for him. 57%. Rail is going to go aggressive in that tower position. Triple Sex, heavy shotguns, gets the 3rd in as well. He's been successful here. Exactly, nothing else really mattered there. Could have maybe backed off to give his weapons to a teammate. 5 seconds to go before this red. It's going to lead into an important red before power. Effectively the last one before it. DDK coming in behind Seto. Really well timed attack there. They all moved into that red room.
Yeah, and this is why they've been so good tonight. You know, they're the team that's making all those pushes onto the enemy items.
I mean, that's how I'd kind of class l0wfly though. Is they're a counter-attacking team, really. They adapt to their opponent's tactics and counter them. Seto are an aggressive team, like to try and dominate teams like this. Then Triple Sex picking up the quad. We've seen some good quad runs from him over the season. He's going to get this yellow armor. Is he? No! Dimitri coming in! Heavy shotguns! Almost taken out the quad carrier.
Yeah, I mean, there's the problem with not having the weapons.
Oh, hello!
He only just took that shotgun, but it was already so weak.
The other issue is, I mean, he's around in the quad room still, and it is a vulnerable area. There's so many routes in and out, so many angles you have to cover, and then pillars hiding people, as we saw, like Zyrinx there with a shotgun. You don't really want to spend too much time once you've got the quad inside that quad area. And that was a good chance to bring it back. I mean, it's still, you know, roughly the same frag difference.
Yeah, I mean, the game is poised in such a way that it can come back, but at the same time, you know, a good passage of play from Seto is going to put the game quite far beyond their reach. You know, a good bit of play from Seto might see them extend the lead to 20 frags.
Zyrinx again just working around these lower areas. We saw him with the mega health. He's not getting all the armor stacks this time. We've seen him in previous games.
This is a great push though. I mean, look, it's pushing in time for the red. Unlucky.
Yeah, it's a good rail by FRS. 57% rail for him. A lot. Whoa.
Seto still, you know, they're the team putting all the pressure on in the areas that l0wfly are expecting to be safer than they actually are.
Again, I mean, FRS, he was taken out straight away, and he was the guy with the red, so they did an effective job on him.
And again, they're here for this next red, but you know while Crisis is doing this, they're doing that ever-reliable route probably being run by Zyrinx still with the lightning gun and the yellows.
Last few seconds then before this power-up's going to spawn. Looks like l0wfly are going to grab this one. And it is. Funny B really wants to get out of this room now. He's still a threat. Then he got the railgun. I suppose grenades, if you want to count them. Oh, he's been unfortunate there. Just slightly wrong angles he was checking and gun switches. But Voice really closed in.
Yeah, I mean, despite the quad not making the frags, his teammates have, so find themselves 3 frags behind.
I'm not necessarily a fan of the Seto tactics. I mean, you say they have challenged them for the reds, but I think there's been plenty of clean reds as well, and it gives you such an important control over this railgun because it's so close to it, the armor. And I mean, anybody that I've spoken to says basically the key area on the map is the railgun position. So many railable positions on this map.
Teams are tied.
So if you can get control of that weapon.
Blue leads.
And actually, l0wfly are in the lead now. I haven't really seen too much of Seto attacking them. There's 2 clean red pickups in a row.
Teams are tied.
Funny B gonna get frag here, is he? No, he just shot the wall. He does chase down, picks up a couple of frags.
This is more like it from l0wfly. You know, they're starting to look like the more aggressive team. You know, they've got the opportunities to go aggressive and really put the pressure on, and they're taking them.
They just need to keep it up though and really take advantage once you're on top. Look, Zyrinx has moved in here expertly well to steal this red away. And he's actually evaded any extra damage. That's superb. I'll tell you what for. He's actually going to look pretty healthy as well with those 225s. A couple of shards as well. 10 seconds to go before quad. He could be a real threat.
Tied. Red leads.
Misses that direct rocket. He takes a lot of damage from triple sex.
Yeah, brilliantly defended. But they still miss out.
Yeah, they missed out on it. So triple sex was doing his job at the back. He must have presumed his teammates would do it at the front. That's a great frag by Chris. Switches to the machine gun there. We rarely see that utilised so well. That's a good frag on the quad.
Excellent.
Oh, nice second frag with the rocket launcher as well by Funny B. But you see how quick that turned around? I mean, l0wfly had just gone ahead, leads up to the quad, and suddenly, within a big combat zone, all the frags went the way of Seto pretty much, and they turned it around to lead again. TDK, plasma spam. Doesn't take any damage himself, needs a teammate there to support. He does collect that railgun.
Impressive.
Nice railing. Third rail in a row there, 40th
Wow,
rail in a row.
impressive.
2 frags.
3 impressives on the map. He's in 45% lightning gun as well.
Yeah, his aim is
rail.
really on tonight, DDK.
Nice rocket plate, unreturned damage there. That's exactly the type of thing you want to do.
I mean, look how much they've stepped their game up in the last minute or so, ever since l0wfly tied the game up. You know, now they're 13 frags behind l0wfly.
It seems like they've just got weapons, they've got a bit of armour, and just started moving out and really just dealing out so much damage. You see that from TDK's poll. Look at this, easy frags as well. Oh, TDK switch! Really let him down, they made a mistake. Big fight over the quad then coming up. Let's see who's going to grab this one. Silent Sep. Suicidal jump down. Chris just picked him off in the air. And he's rewarded with that power up. And they're really extending the lead now, as you say, Vaughan.
Yeah, ever since the game was tied up, it's kind of like a wake-up call almost, and Seto just stepped up into a totally new gear, one that l0wfly is struggling to match because the lead is really slipping away.
Red armor grab right in front of their eyes as well.
Excellent.
And Chris are picking up, what, 4 frags was that at the end of the run? 2 rails collected out of that as well.
21 frags the difference after that.
In the space of, what, 3 minutes? Turn
Yeah.
around. I think they're 4 frags down. So l0wfly worked so hard to bring it back. When 4 frags up, and from then on, it's basically Seto just picked up every frag. Still time to come back into this though. They just need to stop the rock. Need to stop this frag count building up any further. l0wfly. So many times though we're seeing as they build this one Seto that l0wfly aren't bunched together like they are normally. 2 players though combining to get the frag on Krista. On that occasion, Silent-Set. Now we saw his railing early on. 50% rail, 44% lining gun. You can really do with him having a great rail game if he can get control of it. If he can start running around, hitting those rail shots we're so used to seeing from him. I feel like we haven't seen a l0wfly player with a rail gun for quite a while now.
Not on stream, we haven't, no.
20 seconds to go before the quad. This is the vulnerable time when you don't have a rail, this very open room. So many angles for rail shots. Dimitri losing out though. Nice aggressive push by Silent-Set. That grenade was well placed. Here's that railer from above. Oh, and they do get the frag on the quad. Rail and then shotgun finished off by Dimitri. Well, okay. Fair enough for. We've got 5 minutes remaining. We've got 2 quads left on the board. It's, you know, closing in on 25 frag margin. Can it be done?
It can be. You can try and target to bring it back 10 frags per quad, but it's a lot easier said than done because Seto, they're not really losing strings of frags. You know, it goes frag for frag, and then Seto make a few frags, and then it just goes back to being frag for frag. You know, l0wfly, they're struggling to carve out any kind of advantage in the fragging.
Zaring's playing a cheeky game, waiting for the drop down. That's a good weight on the rail, but there was actually 2 players in the end. Silent-Set fragged his own teammate though in the process. Good couple of rails there, 9 impressives for him. That's 2 consecutive rails. What are they going to have to do though? I mean, how do you play this one for? Let's have a look at the stats on the scoreboard. I want to see how many reds each team's getting. Nice
Had
rocket.
less of every item yet again. Similarly, dreadful place at times where they were just behind in every item.
At least on the quads, they've stepped up their game for this final map.
Yep, they have. But it hasn't been enough, has it?
Impressive.
Really unfortunate for them.
Really nice railing by Silent-Set there. And it's just kind of like wish he was able to do this from earlier on in
I
the
mean,
map.
he's making his rails disc, but quad's coming up and he's
Nowhere near it again.
I mean, where do you want the rails to be hitting? You want them to be hitting in the quad area at a time like that.
Yeah, 3 frags on the board with the quadrant all ready for Zaring. So good at quad. Here's his opponent moving around. It's a pummel kill with the quad damage on FRS. He's still got ages to wait for the red. But at this point, he doesn't really have any reason to go anywhere else.
No, the game is over,
Wow.
and any frag from here on out is a bonus.
What is that, like 6 frags, 77% rail for Zyrings. And even when he goes down, how much damage does he do?
His last rail shot as well, so he didn't drop the rail.
Well, 666 ran right past the Mega, didn't even pick it up. It's almost 40 frags the difference now. There it is.
Yeah, and if we were
Zyrings,
hoping
of
to
course.
see a knockout game where the losing team picked up a map, we are still yet to see that.
Incredible, isn't it? I mean, what are the likelihood of that? We saw the group stage, just how close they were. We get to the knockouts, I don't know what happens. Both quarterfinals, 3-0. First semi 3-0, and it looks like second semi is gonna go 3-0. Really didn't expect that. You know, maybe we could have predicted the winners. but 3-0s on all of those games?
Not what was expected.
It is not indeed. Last squad going to be up in 10 seconds time. We're following Zyrex. He's going to get this last red as well, so if he's quick, he'll make it. There he is. You see how focused he is on the quad. They're so good at the timings of these power-ups and that as well. That's probably one of the key aspects to Zyrex's games. He's so focused on when the quad time is, so how long he has to get stacked up, and so the last armor that he can get before the power-ups. He's always in a good position for it. Ignores the hell to rush around and get his second frag on the quad. That quad gets his third on triple sex. Point blank range lightning gun. And just cruising around the map. Are these...
Yep, 64 frags ahead.
You have to say though, I mean, l0wfly, their first season together as a team, they've been impressive, I think, in this tournament.
Yeah, they've had some very good games. I don't think they've been at their best at all tonight. I think their best performances were certainly their win in the quarterfinals against Plan B and some of their group games as well. But I don't think they've really played to their best in this semi-final, which, you know, that's the time where you need to do it.
I think they had a decent game in Fortress, but, you know, if you give away that many power-ups, you're never going to win that map. As simple as that, especially against players the caliber of Seto.
Wins.
Yeah, and once again, you look at the stats on this map, they've lost out on every item. They've taken less quads, less megas, less yellows, less reds, and against Seto, that's just going to leave you with no chance.